In the sterile, humming light of the corporate office, a sea of faces awaits the dawn of new opportunities. Emma watches with growing unease as the coveted VP role slips from her grasp. Harper's name echoes through the room, a stark pronouncement of Emma's dashed hopes. The weight of unfulfilled dreams bears down on Emma as Harper is awarded the position she has long desired. The chair, once a symbol of her ambition, now mocks Emma as Harper settles into it. Disappointment washes over Emma as she sees Harper claiming what she believed was rightfully hers. Emma stands at her cubicle, systematically emptying her desk, the silence amplifying her sense of isolation. Her fingers graze the cold, lifeless plastic of her deactivated access badge, each touch echoing the finality of her departure. Colleagues offer superficial smiles, their insincerity a painful reminder of fractured trust and unspoken truths. A wave of humiliation washes over her, blurring her vision as the sting of betrayal sharpens within. In her new office, Harper confidently commands the conference table, a vision of ambition realized. With bold gestures, she articulates data, seamlessly appropriating Emma's groundbreaking work as her own. Harper basks in the glow of rising stardom, her career ascending to dizzying heights. Emma fades into obscurity, a relic of yesterday's triumphs, now overshadowed by Harper's audacious ascent. A mountain of bills looms over Emma's kitchen table, each envelope a stark reminder of her struggle. She glances at her phone, its blank screen mirroring her hopes being dashed. The silence screams of ignored pleas as recruiters fail to offer a lifeline. Frustration hardens into resolve, igniting a fire within her. With a sudden burst of energy, Emma grabs a worn notebook, her fingers flying across the pages. Lines become sharper, darker, a storm of revenge against Harper brews within Emma's soul. In the dim light of her apartment, Emma hunches over her laptop, her face illuminated by the screen. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, a flurry of motion as she begins her digital intrusion. Emma infiltrates Harper's inbox, her expression a mask of determination. She carefully plants the first seeds of suspicion, her actions deliberate and precise. Emma sends Harper files she shouldn't have, the digital act sealing their fate. The cold glow of computer screens casts long shadows across Emma's face, the only source of light in her dimly lit apartment. Her fingers dance across the keys with calculated precision, crafting anonymous HR complaints under the veil of digital anonymity. The rhythmic tapping of keys echoes in the otherwise silent room, the soft hum of electronics, a constant companion. A flicker of something unreadable crosses Emma's face as she hits send, the consequences of her actions hanging in the balance. In the confines of her office, Harper's frustration boils over as she lashes out at her subordinates. She grapples with the weight of mistakes, her voice sharp and unforgiving. Stress etches deep lines onto Harper's face, each furrow a testament to the mounting pressure. The facade she carefully maintains begins to crack, revealing the strain beneath. Beneath the surface, the weight of her problems threatens to shatter her composure. Sunlight floods the modern boardroom, casting a harsh light on Harper as she stands to present. The financial discrepancies loom large on the screen behind her, each number a nail in her presentation. A collective of stern faces, the board members exchange worried glances, their judgment palpable. Emma watches from the shadows, a subtle smirk playing on her lips, her eyes gleaming with satisfaction. Auditors enter Harper's office, their grim expressions foretelling trouble. Accusations of fraud fill the air, casting a shadow over Harper. Harper slams her hands on the desk, vehemently denying the charges. Digital evidence looms on the wall, an irrefutable indictment against her. In a stunning display, security escorts Harper from the office, a spectacle witnessed by all. Defiant, Harper's gaze locks with Emma's across the room. Emma offers a subtle smile, a silent acknowledgement of her triumph. The weight of victory settles on Emma as Harper is led away. Emma sits alone, the cold light of the computer screen casting shadows across her determined face. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, each keystroke a step closer to her calculated goal. Anonymous screenshots flicker across the screen, each one meticulously chosen to weave a web of deceit. Fake bank transfers materialize, adding layers to her elaborate scheme. With each click, she solidifies Harper's fate, sealing her indictment with digital precision. In the tense courtroom, Harper stands motionless as the judge pronounces the sentence, the gravity of the situation hanging heavy in the air. Emma, observing from the gallery, visibly pales as the weight of Harper's sentence crushes her. A chilling realization dawns on Emma as she confronts the enormity of her fabrication. In a moment of stark clarity, Emma understands. She has crossed an irreversible line, creating a crime where none existed before. Under the harsh glare of the kitchen light, Emma sits at her table, a fragile letter clutched in her trembling hands. The paper, thin and worn, carries a message from Harper, each word a poisoned dart aimed at Emma's peace. With a trembling hand, Emma reaches for a lighter, the small flame a beacon in the oppressive darkness. Emma holds the letter to the flame, watching as the edges curl and blacken, the furious words dissolving into ash. The last ember fades, but the threat remains, an invisible weight pressing down on Emma. In the aftermath of destruction, the lingering threat casts a long shadow, an oppressive weight bearing down on Emma. In the dim glow of her laptop, Emma sits hunched at her kitchen table, the screen's light highlighting the exhaustion etched on her face. Her brow furrows as she navigates through bank accounts, desperation growing with each click. Frantically, she refreshes her inbox, her eyes darting nervously around the room, searching for something, anything. Paranoia grips her as she double-checks the locks on her door and windows, every creak and passing car amplifying her fear. She whispers in fear, "I have become the hunted." A sudden knock shatters the silence, and Emma's heart leaps into her throat. Hesitantly, Emma approaches the door, her every sense on high alert. Emma carefully opens the door, revealing a bouquet of flowers without a card. The unexpected delivery casts a shadow of mystery over Emma, the silence amplifying her growing unease. The flowers sit innocently, yet Emma feels a growing sense of dread. Emma is caught in the throes of a nightmare, her body convulsing as unseen horrors grip her mind. In her dream, Harper appears, her face a mask of fury, embodying Emma's deepest fears. Emma jolts awake, gasping for air as the oppressive darkness of her room closes in around her. Reality and paranoia merge, blurring the edges of Emma's sanity as she struggles to discern what is real. Bathed in the soft glow of her computer screen, Emma sits at her desk, unaware of the impending shock. As she reads a shattering news headline, Emma's eyes widen in disbelief, her world tilting on its axis. Harper's conviction is overturned on appeal due to procedural errors. The narration echoes Emma's growing horror. Emma whispers in disbelief, "He's free?" In Emma's office, a fresh letter appears on her desk, hinting at new beginnings. The letter's neat script mirrors Emma's meticulous nature, setting the stage for a pivotal moment. The letter's crisp edges and precise lettering promise a carefully crafted narrative. The letter reveals Emma's new role, ushering in a chapter filled with anticipation. A sense of destiny hangs in the air as Emma contemplates the script, a new path unfolding. The letter sits prominently on the desk, a beacon of change in Emma's meticulously organized space. Emma sits at her desk, enveloped in the quiet of the morning, unaware of the storm brewing. As she reads the letter, shadows deepen across her face, mirroring the darkening realization within. The narrator's voice echoes the chilling message, "You taught me well. Now it's my turn." A whisper escapes her lips, a mixture of dread and recognition. Harper. In her office, Emma watches the letter consumed by flames, transforming into charred remains. The paper crumbles to ash, a visual echo of her mounting dread. Instead of relief, a chilling premonition washes over Emma, leaving her vulnerable. Emma realizes Harper is out there, a predator lurking in the shadows. She feels hunted, aware that Harper patiently awaits his moment to strike. In the dead of night, Emma furiously types, her every keystroke echoing in the tense silence. A sudden unease washes over her as she glances around the office, her eyes darting nervously into the shadows. The shadows lengthen, the silence deepens, and a palpable sense of dread fills the air. A shiver races down Emma's spine as the chilling certainty of being watched grips her. Inside Emma's apartment, a high-tech security system emerges from chaos, wires stretching across the floor like veins of anxiety. Each camera becomes a silent sentinel as Emma mounts them strategically, trying to fend off unseen threats. Paranoia clings to Emma, poisoning her peace as she navigates the mundane, each task tainted by fear. Despite her efforts, the apartment transforms into a gilded cage, each security measure reinforcing her isolation. Sunlight drenches Emma's office as she pores over documents, her brow furrowed in concentration. A new email arrives, its sender unknown, an ominous harbinger in the calm of the morning. She opens the email. A distorted image of herself stares back, taken from afar. Terror grips her. Harper's revenge has begun. The dimly lit office casts long shadows as Emma sits alone, a faint smile masking the fear in her eyes. The flickering lights dance ominously around her, amplifying the sense of impending doom. A palpable tension fills the air, as if Harper's unseen presence is closing in. The room pulses with an eerie anticipation, every shadow a potential threat. Emma's smile fades as the weight of Harper's presence becomes unbearable, her eyes reflecting pure terror. In the stark neon glow of her apartment, Emma sits alone, a silhouette of fear against the city's cold indifference. Distant sirens wail, each note a chilling reminder of the chaos closing in. The city's relentless pulse beats against her resolve, testing the limits of her endurance. She whispers, "Revenge replicates, trapping both hunter and prey in a never-ending cycle."